Hey, what's up, you guys, and welcome back to another episode of
Seeking Spirits.
Nick, tell them where we are today.
So today we are at the USS NC in Wilmington, North Carolina.
Yes.
This is a naval ship.
And unfortunately, Dustin is not here with us today.
He is not. Usually he's behind the camera, but not today.
Yeah, so this is going to be really interesting. We wish we could have brought him because he's literally a sailor. So
literally
he's like
a walking trigger object.
Right. So missed opportunity there, but you know,
what can you do,
when
right?
you're in the Navy, you don't really get to take off all that much.
Life calls. What was that?
I don't.
That has to be him, right?
Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
He scared the shit out of us. You're good. Did you happen to peek your head out and see me in a dress?
No.
Probably for the better. It was an ugly sight.
Yeah.
All right, sorry. We had to cut for a split second there because we got the shit scared out of us by our tour guide. He just walked through the door over there, and we just heard a door bang, and we're like, what is that?
We're
and
like,
then he creeped
oh.
around the corner.
No, it was awesome, though.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
But we really thought it was a ghost for a second. We're
yeah,
like,
we were
oh,
like,
shit.
oh, no. But yeah, we are on the USS North Carolina in Wilmington, North Carolina.
Yes.
As always, we're going to do a little bit of history and stuff, a little bit of the paranormal stuff, just a little bit of what we're planning to do tonight and all that goodies. But like we were saying,
yeah,
it's just us.
Yeah. And this place is huge.
It's huge,
and it's amazing.
Scary, and it's warm.
Oh, it's going to be hot down there. We're in the room with AC, but because there's like a ventilation system, they have to turn off the ventilators downstairs because they're very loud.
Yeah.
So if not,
we wouldn't be able to EVP.
Yeah, all of our audio would be like extremely corrupt.
Yeah.
Not really the best for a YouTube video. So
definitely not.
This is where we're at. This is what we're doing. 13 hours.
We are here for 13 hours.
The longest one
we've done by far. The longest one so far was 8.
Yeah.
In Penhurst, but man, this is going to be wild.
Yeah, we were like excited. Losing our freaking breath walking up and down the stairs.
Just walking around in the light was rough. I don't even want to know what's going to happen in the dark. We're going to get lost for sure.
Yeah, there's arrows, but like it's not that easy.
It ain't that easy. So
also, we got a real life glimpse of what Dustin went through on deployment.
Yeah,
honey, I'm so
Dustin.
sorry.
Sorry, dude.
You're doing great, sweetie.
All right, well, let's start with a little bit of history, right?
Okay.
Oh, by the way, go to our TikTok.
Yeah, Nick,
because my gorilla-looking ass just put a dress on and did a TikTok trend and danced across the ship because we hit 1,000 on TikTok. So we will be going live tonight. Obviously, this is in the future, but just so you know, every time we go to an investigation, we try and go live.
Yeah.
Unless it's prohibited by Wi-Fi situation, service, or whatever. But always keep an eye out for our TikTok. We've hit 1,000, so there's going to be tons of live content coming from that. All right, so let's go over a little bit of the history. Like I said, you know how I am, ADHD, mouse brain history, but a lot of this was right off of their website, though. They have a really good history thing on there. So it was constructed in October of 1937. It was the first battleship to be constructed in 16 years. I'm not sure what they meant by that from that point, but I guess maybe there wasn't a lot before that. Yeah, they'd stopped, I guess, probably. And then it launched for the first time June 13th, 1940. And it was, there's something on it called the world's greatest sea weapon. And it was commissioned in April 9th, 1941. At the time, I don't know if that's the case now. I'm sure they have much more advanced stuff now. But in 1941, it was considered the world's greatest sea weapon. They have a ton of like guns on the front of that thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to read, this is like a little blurb. I literally quoted it because I was just like, this is too much. But it says, the armament included 9 16-inch 45 caliber guns in 3 turrets, 25-inch 38 caliber guns in 10 twin mounts, and 60 M-millimeter 56 caliber guns in 15 quadruple mounts. That's a lot of gibberish, but that's a lot of guns, it sounds like.
It's a lot of fire.
That's a lot of pew-pews, yeah.
Oh, wow.
144 commissioned officers were on here, and then 2,195 enlisted men.
Crazy.
Yeah, it participated in every major offensive, naval offensive during World War II in the Pacific area.
Wow.
So it earned 15 battle stars. I think that's a lot. I don't really know how much on average
I wish
that
Dustin
is and
was
stuff.
here
but yeah,
because maybe
Dustin
he
would
could
be
tell
able
us. But
it's a lot. Dustin, if you want to just comment this down below and just let fill in anything we missed, Dustin. So okay, so this what I'm about to tell us about is kind of like the moment that a lot of people think made this place haunted, I guess. Now, I mean, we've talked about like reasons places can be haunted and stuff like that. It's not always necessarily like people. So that could be other things. It could just be, you know, we were talking about how much energy goes around this ship. He was telling us like thousands of people were eating in this area, and all this stuff. So like just all that traffic and emotion can probably create a paranormal environment.
Yeah, and I'll say too, like as someone who has been on the opposite end of a deployment and thinking about, you know, how much Dustin struggled, I'm sure he wouldn't care for me to like talk about it. He's pretty open about it. Like it sucked. And we have phones. Yeah. So like yeah, I sent him care packages and letters and stuff, but we had phones. I'm just imagining couples and parents and children being separated from their family and not having a quick way to communicate, especially when stuff's going down. When you're going through all of those like scary moments and there's no, you're not going to find out for weeks if you're
months probably.
Yeah,
maybe even a year or two. That's like,
well, I mean, if your loved one is okay, you'll probably be able to figure out. I would say probably in a few weeks because they
get opportunities to contact them. Okay.
Yeah, but you know, because letters go out and things of that nature. But I mean, I can only imagine how much more difficult it must have been on their mental. Not that it's not difficult now, to be very clear,
but I mean, it was just like there's just less technology. You know, these things the trips probably took longer. I bet you the boats now go faster and stuff, have better navigation. Everything's probably upgraded at this point. So yeah, it's like a lot of emotion on these ships. But this moment specifically, people think is one of the big reasons why this is haunted. So in the Battle of Eastern Solomon in 1942 in August, the battleship's anti-aircraft barrage helped save the carrier Enterprise. It was hit by a missile. Let me see where it is here. Sorry.
A torpedo.
Wait, where is it? Hold on. Sorry.
It's okay. Nick actually printed these cute little papers.
Yeah, but now I'm missing the part. Basically, on September 15th, 1942, it was hit by a Japanese torpedo.
Yikes.
Yeah. They were able to quickly respond and save the ship, but 5 men died. And on impact, so like on impact, 5 people died immediately, and then many, many other were injured. And they were able to save it. Obviously, it's here. It didn't sink. But what's interesting about that too is that apparently the Japanese claimed at least 6 times that they'd sunk this ship.
Really?
So they kept like saying, I think they hit it. So they were like, it's sunk. And I think they were trying, it's probably like some mind games and stuff to be like, oh, we got the ship, we got it. But no, they had many close calls, but they survived every single one.
Wow.
Yeah. But that was unfortunate, that situation. You know, 5 men died, a lot more were injured. And then, you know, just over the years, a lot of people have just passed away on this. At least 10 men were killed in action on this boat. Wow. At least 67 were wounded. That was by the end of the war. That's quite a few for such a small area. It was decommissioned in June of 1947 and placed in an inactive reserve fleet for 14 years in New Jersey, actually.
Wow. Wow. Isn't it all just coming back around? I can't.
And it's actually the state of North Carolina's memorial for all 11,000 North Carolinians that participated in the war.
Wow. That's awesome, though.
So, yeah. So that's just a little bit of the history, you know, my ADHD, rabbit brain, squirrel brain, whatever type of small rodent brain you can think of.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
But, yeah.
So that's crazy.
So, yeah. It's pretty wild, but we're going to go into like more of the paranormal side. Now, I will say that this isn't super, super well documented.
No.
Like we go to places that have like 10, you know, Mid-Orange had like Ghost Hunters go there.
Yeah.
Destination of Fear go there. Haunted Nights go there. Like all these videos that you can watch. There's a couple like smaller channels that I watched a couple of stuff here and there. There's a really a big channel named Amy's Crypt that was on there, and I have some details of that. But I also went on to just like Ghost Hunt USA's website where they offer like they do public ghost hunts here and stuff.
Yeah.
And this is some of the quotes from their website.
Okay.
It says the USSNC will test your nerve. It says this location pushes even the most seasoned ghost hunters to their limits.
Are you kidding me?
It says that on there.
Nick didn't tell me any of this before we got in here.
Of course I didn't. Why would I tell you that?
I'm going to fight you.
What are we going to cancel the ship?
No, we're here. We're doing it alone. I'm going to cry, probably.
So it says several full-bodied apparitions have been seen on this ship. Specifically, a younger man with blonde hair has been seen multiple times in the passageways.
Okay.
Shadow figures have also been seen looking through portholes and around corners.
No.
And then the only specific video we're going to talk about today is, like I said, Amy's Crypt. She came over here. Really cool YouTube channel. Go check her out.
Link.
Yeah, we'll link it down below. We're actually going to use, you know how we always use the Spirit Talker app? Mm-hmm. Tonight we'll probably use that too, but we're also going to try her app. She has an app called GhostTube and an app called GhostTube Seer. There's a couple of them.
And Vox. And,
so she has basically one that's like a mini SLS camera for your phone. Try it out, see how it is. She has one that's like an audio recorder for your phone. We're probably going to try that out. And then one that's like Spirit Talker that has an EMF detector on it, and then like the Spirit Talker goes through the words.
I would also like to say it's funny because I bought all of those apps and I was going to tell Nick when we got here and then he was like, yo, look at this app.
Like, check out Amy's Crypt. She got all these cool apps. Look at this video.
And I was like, I literally I bought them, tried them in my house because I wanted to see like how the SLS was working. It picked up Callie, like the dog, and it picked up Dustin. Very well.
So at least it picks up figures. So
it did. And I was like, walking around. It didn't pick up any other thing in my house, but I was a little too scared to use it that long. But I got some stuff on the other one that really freaked me out. I threw my phone across the room and we're not going to talk about it.
Well, that's fair.
So we'll see how that goes tonight. But
as always, we want to say, and like this is, we use this stuff. It's like, and actually in Amy's Crypt's video, when she talks about these apps, she said it beautifully, and I really like how she said it. She said, every piece of equipment paranormal investigators use is experimental.
Oh, 1,000,000%.
We don't know if any of this stuff 100% works. And you really can't even tell sometimes when, even if in your heart of hearts think something's 100% paranormal, you can't tell. So keep that in mind. We like to use these apps just to try them out, see what happens, see the different experiences we have and stuff. We don't automatically chalk everything up to paranormal or anything like that, but it's just interesting. It adds different layers. And also another thing she said is you want to use these things like we do alongside of other equipment.
Yes, so that you can like corroborate your
things,
experience.
Multiple things happen, and then you get something on the GhostTube or the Spirit Talker app. It kind of makes a little bit more sense. But let's go over a little bit.
Also, wait, sorry, one more thing. I did when I was messing around with them because it said that it senses like the electromagnetic things. For, your Apple Watch charger is a magnet. So I got it close to that and it did in fact go off. So there are other things that can set it off, but
electricity probably, magnets, stuff
so
like that.
That goes to show that like it is working and it will pick up electromagnetic stuff. That doesn't always mean it's paranormal, but corroborated it might be.
For sure. Also, I didn't mention this when we were listing the apps. I'm really excited to use GhostTube Seer. This thing, guys, we haven't used it, but I'm just so excited. So it's like Spirit Talker, right? But instead of spitting out a word, it uses AI, artificial intelligence, to generate an image.
Yeah.
Are you
terrified?
Kidding me? Yo, I swear, if we turn that thing on and anything close to a sailor pops up, I'm going to shit my pants. I just love the idea of that, though.
If a sailor... or like a torpedo,
dude,
or like a ship, or anything of that. Okay,
the air just kicked on. Air constantly fucking trolling us, air.
Yeah, but if anything like that, literally,
oh my god,
I will immediately run out of here.
Now,
probably,
just like any other thing, other influences could make it pop up and just make a picture of nothing. So we do have to kind of keep that in mind. But I love the idea. It's like such a cool idea to push the technology forward. Like, oh, this might be working with words. Let's try it with AI generated images, which I love. I share those with Lexi all the time. I think it's so cool. But let's talk about some of her video. I don't want to go over too much of what happened on it because you guys should as always, anytime we list something, you should go watch the video, go support the creators.
For sure.
But she brought a guest on who had been here before, and one of the quotes that she had was the first time that they were here, she said, by the end of the night, we were all pushed up against the wall, scared out of our minds.
Why? Why are we here?
It's close to my house. Lots of noises.
This is not the night to not bring Dustin. Like, why did we... Okay, here we go.
We're gonna be okay. Look, in a second after I'm done explaining Amy's Crypt's video, I bought a couple things to combat what we're going to go through tonight.
Okay, well, I bought a thing too.
Okay, perfect.
Surprise time.
We're going to surprise each other on camera. So, okay. So here's a little bit of lowdown on some stuff that goes down. Lots of noises happen. We were already kind of hearing a few things when we were on our tour. REM pod activity. Okay, that's typical of a haunted spot.
Yeah.
It is one of the most haunted places in North Carolina, if not the most.
Yes, which we heard a lot more about today.
Yeah, sidebar, sorry. We went to like go get lunch and we went to like a really sick crystal shop.
Yes.
And like she was like, oh, by the way, Wilmington is the most haunted place in North Carolina.
Yep.
And we were like, oh.
And then she pointed us, she was like, oh yeah, out there's actually like a placard on the wall. That pub across the way there is actually the most haunted restaurant in Wilmington. And we got there right at 5 o'clock as they closed.
But we were going to eat in it.
Yeah, but we did get some footage. So next time we come back, because we'll definitely be back to Wilmington, I'm sure. I don't know if we'll come back here. We probably will.
I would, probably.
Because it's pretty close to
probably in the winter when it's not hot.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's like 90 degrees below deck.
Yeah, and all of it's like below deck.
Guys, this is going to be the first time you're ever going to see me investigate without a hat, probably.
Yeah,
it's so hot.
It's rough. I'm going to have my hair up in a bun. Don't talk about the frizzies.
But yeah, we went over there. She was telling us about an experience she had. She said she lost a piece of equipment in her store, and her husband was like, "We need to find
a bucket of nails."
She was like, "Let's completely strip the store and start from fresh." Blank room.
Yep.
They turn around to go start looking through the stuff, turn back around.
Bucket of nails.
Middle of the floor.
Yeah. And then her daughter owns both of the stores.
Yeah.
So she was like, oh, my daughter has another store. It was, what was it called? Like Gems?
Gems for You.
Gems for You. Check them out if you ever come to Wilmington, North Carolina.
Really sick stuff.
So freaking sweet,
dude,
too.
They gave us free gems, like two specifically. So
Obsidian and satin spar or like selenite.
So one is for protection. She gave us one each for protection, and one of another one that's supposed to
selenite. It essentially, so selenite can kind of like clear any crystal and like help charge your crystals and the area in general.
So the idea, she gave it to us so we could kind of instigate maybe a little bit of activity, but we also have the obsidian in case it gets hairy.
Yes, and I did also get some other things. We'll whip those out later. You'll see that in the video, but she was so incredibly sweet. And she was saying in her larger shop, she also has had a ring fly across the room. Now, these are in like historic Wilmington buildings.
Yeah, downtown Wilmington, beautiful.
It is. And you know what? Like, it was just so crazy to hear all about that because we had no idea.
We weren't looking for that. We just wanted to go get it. We wanted another protection necklace and just to look around. We had a couple hours to kill. We didn't have the ship till 6:30, and we wanted to eat. So yeah, everywhere we went, both stores and everywhere was like had some type of story. And she said she was in there alone, and then all of a sudden a ring just flew across the room.
And she was like, nobody was walking in. There was no air. Like it wasn't, she was like, it just flew across the room.
Yeah,
so we were like, if you ever want us to invest.
Yeah, who knows? We might return and investigate Gems for You, actually.
Yeah, actually, that would be so cool to investigate somewhere, where nobody's ever investigated. But also, she was just so sweet. And
she was.
Check them out. I think that they might have a website. If they do, I'll link it in the description. Sure. But I got some really great stuff from her.
And she gave us those for free.
I know.
Those extra gems. That was so sweet of her.
Sweet.
Super affordable prices and stuff. So very cool. Yeah, hopefully they do. I think they do because she said that they sell them online. So if we do put the link down there, check them out if you're into that stuff. They have super good prices.
Yes.
Really cool selection. But we just had a great time in there, and it was so cool to hear, paranormal stories from people we weren't even expecting it from.
Yeah.
And to find out that just Wilmington in general was super haunted.
Yeah.
So.
And we're definitely coming back. Maybe there's like a haunted ghost tour or something, like a pub tour. So we'll have to really do something.
If it's that haunted, I've got to imagine maybe at least one of these other buildings would probably be willing to do some type of investigation.
I'm sure.
But we'll probably have to just dig a little deeper to find that out.
We'll figure it out. If you guys know, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, but just a few, like I said, just a few more things that happened in Amy's Crypt video, or that they talked about people have had experiences with. Might not have exactly happened in her video, but this is just kind of like a compilation of everything.
Yeah.
Orbs of light, voices, phantom footsteps, all the typical stuff. There is a man on the ship who likes to mess with women, specifically pull on their shirts.
Why is it always the women? They want to pull my hair. They want to touch me. They want to slap my butt. Why?
I don't know. Because I don't know. I feel like, they're gritty old men probably.
They're sailors.
They're sailors, boy.
What's so funny is my husband is a sailor, and he is literally the complete opposite. He's like, it's so disgusting the way that people talk. He's like, they're just so nasty.
Yeah. What is the term? Curse like a sailor?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's probably why, honestly. It's probably just someone messing with you, messing with people.
Just casually.
Oh, this is an interesting story. So this is a story they said from the Amy's Crypt video, the girl that she brought with her. I think it was like Ghosting Joey is her name. She said that someone told her a story that they saw someone in the birthing corridor. Remember we went through there, and that's a very active area. They saw an apparition that stood up from one of the beds and ran and disappeared into a pole.
Shut up.
Get this. While it was running, its head was on fire.
Shut up.
That's what they said. I don't, that's crazy. If I see that, I'm pooping my long johns.
I'm leaving and I'm going. We have a hotel across the water.
Yeah, we literally have a hotel that you can
Nick,
see this from.
Have fun.
Oh, and they also had and she said that when she was there before, they had a camera move. Like something like moved their camera.
Love that.
And a lot of Kappa activity. And that's pretty much everything I've got for the...
Oh my God, he's going to paper cut my eye.
That's pretty much all we've got for that. Okay, cool. So here's my thing. Do you want to go first? My gifts aren't that great.
No, you go first.
Okay, so here's the deal.
Okay.
I was thinking, we're here without Dustin.
Yeah, and I'm going to die.
Dustin is the person who is the least scared of the group. Uh-huh. I'm probably second least scared, and you're the scaredest, obviously. Scaredy cat. But I wouldn't exactly say I'm not scared. I'm not invincible, okay? Dustin, nothing affects him. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But I was kind of thinking, okay, so what are some things I can do to combat this fear? Uh-huh. So, and then my dumbass started thinking about it like a video game.
Okay.
And I'm like, what do we need? Like, what supplies do we need? What do we? Okay, so I've got two things for you to help combat this, okay?
Okay.
So the first thing, look away that way. I don't want you to see me pull this out, okay? I don't want to ruin it. Don't look down at my feet either.
Okay, I'm not. I'm covering my arms.
Okay. So the first thing I got
Can I look now?
was rations. We need to make sure the morales are high. So I bought a giant bag of smog balls for Lexi because she be smog balling.
I do be smog balling. If you don't know, you can use like sour foods to like help your anxiety. And also, I'm so glad you got these because I do have like a few with me, but they're the smaller ones from Amazon and they don't taste as good.
Well, I just bought the biggest pack I could find.
Thank you, brother.
That is okay. So food rations to keep morale high, to keep your center, your chi, your gravity,
to keep the smog balling.
And then one other thing. So he said, first of all, we are turning all the lights off in the ship. The only lights that are going to be on, besides there is a missile room that he can't turn them off.
Right, and thank God. Honestly,
thank God. It's really. First of all, I'm telling y'all, these stairs are like f***ing this. They're like straight down. So we got to be very careful. But it's going to be very dark.
Yeah.
So I kind of thought, again, like in a video game, I don't know if you've ever played any of those horror games. You probably haven't.
Absolutely
But what they
not.
do is that the only thing you have in those horror games is your flashlight.
Okay.
Right? And then like kind of they die. And that's kind of like when it gets scary. So I thought, okay, to combat the fear, I need to get you an amazing flashlight. Okay, sorry, we had to cut for a second because the guide came back through to just tell us that he had shut off all the lights, cut off the AC because it interferes with our audio. But as I was saying, like in the horror games, the opposite of darkness is light.
Okay. Yes.
So to make sure that we are not scared, or in the event that we get scared, I got you this.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
So first of all, it's got a
iconic
bright ass light, and then
it's like a little lantern. Wow, that's amazing. And wait,
it charges via USB.
Oh, sick.
I already charged it some, but I don't know if we want to charge it more. But I figured if you want, you could.
Yeah.
And then if we're sitting down, you could put it down, and we'd have like a nice little lit area. So, because I was like, this is really the only thing I can do to prevent you from being scared is bring more light and smog balls. So
I love it.
That was my surprises.
I appreciate it. All right, let's go to my surprise. Can you like close your eyes? I have to put my thing down.
My surprise is not going to be anywhere near as cool as yours, probably.
Well, if you know what it is, I'm going to be so mad.
I don't. I'm not cheating either, I promise.
Okay, good. All right. 3, 2, 1. I got a thermal camera.
Oh, shit.
So I got this thermal camera that attaches to your cell phone. I've tried it out at my house. It's pretty good. Now, I do think I need Wi-Fi to use it, so I'm not sure if it's going to work all the way down there because it has to connect via Bluetooth.
Oh, wow.
But I think as long as we connect it up here, it does die pretty quick. Not going to lie.
Oh, I'm sure it's like, that's some serious machinery right there. Packed into a little boy.
Yeah, but it's pretty cool. I've already used it.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. I'm excited to use that. If we see some type of random heat signature is shaped like a person, I'm going to poop my long johns. Hope I'm.
Yeah. And it works. I mean, I took some test videos of Dustin, of the dogs.
Did you take any test videos of Dustin farting with it?
No.
That's what we trying
to get one, but I couldn't turn it on fast enough, and he couldn't hold them in. So.
He definitely can't hold them in, that's for sure.
Yeah. So
shout out Dustin. Shout out Crustin, IBS for life.
Oh God, wow. Other people are gonna hate us.
So now we're starting to get the laughters and the heebie-jeebies. So I think we should
wrap it up.
That's so sick, though. I'm excited to use that. So yeah, I got you fucking candy, and you bought like a fucking sick ass piece of equipment. Good trade, dude.
Good trade.
I'm gonna keep doing that. I'll buy all the smog balls you need. Next, let's get an SLS camera.
Oh, we'll see about it.
Just kidding. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna wrap it up because we're getting the heebie-jeebies and the spooky wookies, and we just got to get started. We have a lot of time. We got about 10 hours left, probably. So.
All right. Well, we're off to the races. That's it for us today, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace. Hi.
That is so good.
I threw up. No, I didn't. I'm just joking.
Jesus.
Testing.
Poop nuggets.
Poop in my shoe. 3, 4, go. Everybody poop.
In your toes. That was good, huh?
It was.
All right.
Could you walk up to the red light I have on the ground right over there in the doorway? There's a metal.
I feel like something just came in.
Nick,
it just said explosion.
Whoa.
Could you stop that, please? Are you kidding me? Oh, what the fuck was that?
Did it say forest again?
Yes.